Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an incredible day. Welcome back for another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed. Hedge fund manager Matt D'Souza thinks patience is the key for Bitcoin holders looking to capitalize on the halving. D'Souza was also the co-founder and CEO of the crypto mining operator Blockware Solutions, says it's not the time to day trade. He said, and I do quote, in 2016, Bitcoin rallied 67% into halving, corrected 33%, and bottomed within 3 weeks only to begin a 17-month bull market in 2020. We didn't have a rally going into the halving as we recovered losses from the global market meltdown. The fundamentals for Bitcoin have never been better. Halvings are typically buy the news, sell the rumor events. In 2020, I expect a shallower sell-off than 2016. We already corrected by 20%. And only 1.5 to 3 week duration max. Now is the time to be patient and hold, not day trade. Sorry for screaming. The big money is in the sitting. What? And capturing this. Some people use weird phrases. Big money is in the sitting. I don't think I've ever heard that in my entire English career. Ever. And capturing the cycle. Never heard that either. End quote. D'Souza notes that the Fed is recklessly printing money, which will create negative interest rates. He also says 16% of miners have now shut off, giving BTC a better environment to rally. And it's not just post-halving developments that could create a bullish environment for crypto. Trader and analyst Luke Martin says Bitcoin is also currently decoupling from the stock market. And there's his tweet right there, which probably just says what I just said. In mid-March, when Bitcoin collapsed hand-in-hand with equities, many analysts expressed doubt about the asset's ability to serve as a hedge on traditional finance, but that's no longer the case, according to Martin. Sure, there were about 15,000 other price predictions that I was going to throw into the video, but I was like, no, not today. I'll not do that. Everyone seems to be thinking the same thing. I mean, as far as hedge fund managers, crypto enthusiasts, you kind of name it. Everyone's expecting that this halving will be different. And therefore, things will be different in the next couple of weeks. I mean, you've seen the news that we've been going over the last couple of days. Everyone has their own ideas as to what could potentially be happening in the near future with the cryptocurrency market and exactly what's going to be happening with Bitcoin. A lot of people are expecting that Bitcoin had to go down before the halving in order for it to go up later on. We have seen historically, there's only been 2 other ones before this one, that Bitcoin tends to dip and then move on up a bit higher. But Bitcoin, as they say, has never been tested in such a manner. The other 2 halvings, there wasn't a worldwide economic crisis, and governments were not printing trillions of dollars in order to kind of mitigate losses and or prop up things that should not be propped up. So yeah, that's absolutely wonderful that another really rich person thinks that things are going to get better with the cryptocurrency space. I said that ironically. I don't know if you could hear the tone of my voice. I say things like that sometimes in the video. People are like, how dare you side with the banks? And it's like, come on, listen to the tone of my voice and how I'm currently talking to see that I am being facetious, but that I'm flying. Anyway, that's the Bitcoin. I mean, like I mentioned before and many other times in the past, rich people have a very strong grasp on the cryptocurrency market. They have been in the market for a while. I think they were all like literally waiting for this halving to take place to be like, oh my stars, Bitcoin's amazing. It's because they know mathematically that stuff is going to get real very soon. And now you're just kind of spreading the good word, as it were. Let's move on. Next up, where are the words? Jeez Louise, what? There we go. The lackluster response following Bitcoin's 3rd halving has left many in the cryptocurrency community scratching their heads over why the event didn't trigger the next crypto market monstrous rally. Not really. It's just people who don't understand. Bitcoin's halving, a once every 4-year event, is said to be bullish for the pioneer cryptocurrency as it reduces the number of new Bitcoin minted on a daily basis by slashing the rewards mined per block, 12.5, 6.5, you already know. All hope is not lost. And you'll see exactly where I'm going with this as well, because I'm noticing a very new trend. It says all hope is not lost. With the halving now in the rearview mirror, investors are searching for the next catalyst that will drive the crypto markets higher. According to a top analyst, the imminent launch of Ethereum 2.0, an update that will introduce a higher transaction throughput and a new consensus model under proof of stake, will make a much more profound effect, there we go, on the crypto markets than the recently completed BTC halving. Ryan Watkins, an analyst for Masari, recently explained why he thinks ETH 2.0 will provide a much stronger effect on crypto prices. In a tweet a few days ago, Watkins noted that while the halving was a pre-programmed and thus predictable, ETH 2.0 was an uncertain and fundamental change. And that's what I just said right there, and that's also in the tweet. The ETH 2.0 release date has been delayed for the longest time. It's been about 16 years now. That was also a joke, mostly due to the extreme technicality, wow, of the project. ETH 2.0's launch was initially slated for the 30th of July, because we all saw that date mentioned before. However, Vitalik Buterin recently posted that the date could be pushed further to an undisclosed date in Q3 of 2020. Now keep that date in mind as well. Buterin explained in a tweet on Friday why the delay is necessary, rather than rushing to launch ETH 2.0. For those of you who did not see, he said pretty much he thinks it should be slow and steady, and he doesn't want to make any mistakes. He said what we do now will echo through crypto history for the next couple of decades, and therefore he wants to make sure that Ethereum 2.0 is perfect instead of slightly perfect before it gets released. That was his explanation, so we don't even have to go over all of that. If you look at the title of the article, it says why upcoming ETH 2.0 could propel a bigger extended market rally. This one says Ethereum decouples from Bitcoin as halving pressure sets in. This one says altcoins like Ethereum may soon benefit from institutions rushing to buy Bitcoin. And this one says Ethereum 2.0 is what could bring a major turnaround for ETH to the US dollar. I woke up today finding like 15 articles all talking about Ethereum. For some reason, with the halving behind us, and this is why I mentioned before, don't assume that simply people who are not within the cryptocurrency space don't understand what Bitcoin halvings actually represent and how significant they are to the cryptocurrency space, and also to the price of Bitcoin and to the actual issuance rate of cryptocurrencies in general as we move into a more deflationary cryptocurrency world. A lot of different websites started poking their head out, just exclusively talking about Ethereum and how amazing Ethereum is. Not saying that Ethereum is not amazing, awesome, cool, funky, fly, fresh. However, it just seems a little bit weird that all the attention has seemingly moved to Ethereum 2.0 now, and I assume over the next couple of weeks, we are going to be bombarded with Ethereum is amazing articles until, and I say this, probably around the time we end up hitting Ethereum 2.0. I'm aiming for August, September of 2022. That was also a joke. A lot of jokes today. Around this year, probably August, September is when this will probably phase zero us in the face. And then at that point, I assume some other type of news will have come about for some other coin who's also going to have a halving, a doubling, a fourthing, or something else will come out, and they'll kind of take all of the attention. And then when Ethereum 2.0 does get released, and the price doesn't skyrocket by 13,000% like many people I assume are assuming is going to happen, we'll start to get articles the same exact way. Why isn't Bitcoin going up? Why isn't Ethereum going up? Why isn't Litecoin going up? We see them over and over and over. I find it weird. It's not, I don't want to say that there's no loyalty within the cryptocurrency space, but you kind of get what I'm saying. It's kind of odd. I don't know if these were always I love you Ethereum websites, or if simply now they're poking their heads out, showing their true colors. Once again, there does not have to be one coin that rules them all. A lot of people think so. I think a market rally could come from any direction. I don't think it'll exclusively be Bitcoin that causes everything to skyrocket into the bajillions. It could be someone who wins the lotto and they're like, I got an extra 14 million. Let's buy up this coin. It could be a million and one things. However, it appears that analysts are even more bullish than before on Ethereum. I think it's perfectly natural to be okay with Ethereum 2.0 or be excited about it, especially when we talk about the issuance rate and the staking and all the other stuff that we don't have to go over again. But I thought it was kind of weird that there were so many different websites out there who were all talking and discussing about how amazing Ethereum was around the same exact time. There were also more of these. I just chose these four because they had the nicest colors. Anyway, let's move on. Probably my most favorite news story in a while. For those of you not looking at the screen, even the title gets me. It says J.K. Rowling asks about Bitcoin. Accursed crypto Twitter scares her off. J.K. Rowling probably wasn't expecting to unleash the Bitcoin community's pent-up passion and imagination when she tweeted 2 sentences asking about Bitcoin. But the author of Harry Potter series did, responding to a tweet from CoinDesk senior reporter Lai Qin. Rowling tweeted, and I quote, "I don't understand Bitcoin. Please explain it to me." In just 2 hours, her tweet had spawned 1,300 replies. It took less than 3 hours for her to follow up with, "I don't think I trust this." Here's her tweet, right? The reason I'm laughing is because if you've been into crypto for over 2 years, I give you even a year and a half, you know how intense the space can be. If you scream out, Bitcoin is garbage, Bcash is the true Bitcoin, you're gonna get some really strong responses. If you send out a message, XRP is better than Bitcoin and Litecoin, prove me wrong, you're gonna get responses back. So all I could imagine when I read the title was that people just simply bombarded her with so many things, tearing her down, and then to even read her say, "I don't think I trust this," because you know how people are within the cryptocurrency space. So I think if it was my first day in crypto, and I wrote on Anthony Pompliano's page, "I don't understand Bitcoin, please explain it to me," and I got 1,300 responses, and I'm going to read out some of the responses as well. I think I would also probably not even think of trusting Bitcoin. Lurking below the Twitter surface is a massive community of people who tweet about almost nothing except Bitcoin and crypto day in and day out. That is the honest truth. Dying to use their niche know-how for the good of the world. Rowling accidentally tapped into it. In attempts to speak Rowling's language, it gets better, I promise. Many started comparing Bitcoin to the Wizarding World from her books. Someone said, "Remember how he who must not be named placed 7 Horcruxes and different objects around the world in an attempt to immortalize himself so that no one, not even the Ministry of Magic, could stop him." Someone said that. He who must not be named, or Lord Voldemort, thought it would be unlikely that anyone could find all 7 Horcruxes, making him impervious to destruction. Similarly, under the hood, Bitcoin is comprised of thousands of nodes around the globe running the Bitcoin software. Although the number might be decreasing, who cares? It is hard to shut. We're talking about J.K. Rowling. It is hard to shut down because all of these nodes need to be shut down at once to derail the online currency. Stephen Seng, a researcher at crypto publication The Block, focused his Harry Potter metaphor on the goal of Bitcoin, giving users freedom to do as they please. He said, "Remember when Dobby was freed by a sock? Bitcoin is that sock." I mean, and it just keeps going on. Like, people kept on, like, the Philosopher's Stone and all this other stuff. Why not just explain to her what Bitcoin is in simple terms? I'm sure this woman who wrote this book 30 years ago was reading these responses and was like, what the heck is everyone even talking about? On top of that, the also other news was that Elon Musk apparently decided to also chime in and told J.K. Rowling about how amazing Bitcoin was. And this is a two-parter. Hang in there. He said pretty much, although massive currency issuance by government central banks is making Bitcoin internet ghost money look solid by comparison. Once again, no one actually explained to J.K. Rowling what Bitcoin was. She said, People are now explaining Bitcoin to me, and honestly, it's blah 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 collectibles, My Little Pony, blah 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 computers, got one of those, blah 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 crypto, sounds creepy, blah blah blah, understand the risk, I don't though. Because no one, we make the mistake often, being in the cryptocurrency space, of just simply easily explaining something to someone. You know how many friends I've had who've tried looking at my channel and they don't understand the thing? I mean, first of all, the channel's made for intermediate to low level advanced. Like, you have to have been here for a while to really get the channel. It's not an introductory kind of channel. But it's that same exact thing. Like, I talk to all of you as if you know what SHA-256 is, or what proof of stake and this is. Like, you get these terms, and you also know what securities are. Anyone coming to the channel would simply just go away. They're like, I don't know what any of this stuff is. No one explained it to her. Everyone gave her Harry Potter references. Elon Musk is talking about Bitcoin internet ghost money looking solid by comparison. Also, the two-parter for that one, for those of you not looking at the screen, the title of this article is Elon Musk drops Bitcoin bomb on J.K. Rowling. Bitcoin is solid compared to fiat money. He never said any of those words. He said the word solid. He referenced Bitcoin as magical ghost internet money. For those of you who've never heard that, that was a very big thing in 2014, 15, and 16, where people used to say that Bitcoin was magical ghost internet money, that no one could see it, no one understood it, and therefore it was this relatively unknown entity that was kind of floating around us that just simply worked. He said Bitcoin as magical ghost internet money looks solid by comparison. He didn't call Bitcoin solid. He didn't say that Bitcoin was the new world currency. He simply said, by comparison, ghost money looks solid to all the issuance by central government banks. Very weird, because through multiple different articles on the internet, they constantly made reference to the fact that Elon Musk had spoken about Bitcoin for, I think, the third or fourth time this year. And this time he used the word solid to talk about Bitcoin. He didn't. Learn how to read English and stop trying to misconstrue things to make them sound better. The point is, this is my favorite thing. I was making some tea. I read this and I laughed for a good 20 minutes. I don't know if you heard the optimism in my voice before I started this video. It was because I had so much joy in my heart. Just thinking, you know, people in the cryptocurrency space leave now because of how insane the cryptocurrency space is, and how, like, the word is intense. How intense people can get because of you know how intense crypto Twitter is. So I just imagine J.K. Rowling sitting at home wrapped up in a blanket, like drinking some tea, just like just not understanding, like, what the heck are these people talking about? That's my favorite news story. And then Elon Musk saying the word solid, which also got people riled up. I mean, why is there a picture of money? Why is there a woman who has her fingernails done holding up $100? What's up with crypto? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Like, what am I missing? What's happening in this space? What is this picture? If there was a photo of Elon Musk, I would get it. Or Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling at an event standing side by side, it would have made a bit more sense. There's a woman wearing jeans holding $100 bills. Anyway, there's a reason why it's called News I Missed. There's a huge reason. Let us move on. In also other news, Jared Tate, the founder of DigiByte, announced that he will be stepping aside from day-to-day operations due to the greed and rampant pillaging of the cryptocurrency industry. Tate announced his departure from the front end of the crypto space on his Twitter page on the 15th of May. After 8 years in the industry, wow, he had this to say about his experiences. He said, along the way, I have learned some very humble lessons. Number one, of which is greed is the fundamental driving force in crypto and people's actions in life, end quote. It took him 8 years to learn that. 8 years that we all, that I knew, took him 8 years. Tate said he doesn't speak for everyone involved with DigiByte, which he proclaims that the original values of the crypto industry have disappeared. We've gone over that as well. The old crypto is completely gone. Tate noted that all 90% of the people care about is cashing out when one of their coins moons. And that's because, boys and girls, for everyone listening, I'm going to tell you a secret about the cryptocurrency space. Hope you're listening. Remember these words. 99% of the cryptocurrency market is garbage. Did you hear me? Rubbish. Terrible. No use. There's no need for these coins. And people know that in the back of their head, no matter how much you tell yourself. And listen, I'll be frank with you, and I'll even level with you. I'll even say that I understand you. I get why people try to pump their coins in the comment section. I get why other people are fighting. I get why I get it. I don't agree with it. However, when people try to pump their coins, it's because they know that they're holding garbage and they're doing anything that they can in their power to make sure that the prices of these coins go up, so that they can moon and that they can cash out. Because in the very beginning, heed my words, people got into some of the worst coins in the cryptocurrency space, trying to make a rapid, quick buck. This is why these other channels are flourishing once again. I've never been so shocked in my entire life. Honestly, on an average day, my videos get anywhere from 13 to 18,000 views, give or take. They fluctuate back and forth. And I simply give you the news. I tell you the reality of the cryptocurrency space. I don't sugarcoat anything. If something looks like garbage, I'm going to tell you it's garbage. The other channels that have come out of the woodworks or have started reposting videos, these channels are getting 116,000 views a day, 85,000 views a day. Their channels, one of them, what was it? Like a couple days ago, it was like, chart shows Bitcoin hitting 100,000 very soon. Are you in the market? All these things, everything right now, almost knocked over a picture frame. Everything, geez, go away. Everything right now in the cryptocurrency space has to exclusively do with people trying to make sure that their coins are number one, are hyped up, are pumped up so that the prices can go up and they can cash out. People know that they're holding garbage. And I'm sad that it took the founder of DigiByte 8 years to figure this out. And in the beginning, in the long ago, in the beginning of the cryptocurrency space, things were not as they were right now. Things were a lot calmer. We had the idea of the whole Lambo culture, but that also came from the greedy aspect of what is now a huge force within the cryptocurrency space. Before that, the idea was to decouple the entire world from fiat currencies. We know that Bitcoin is slow, but we know that eventually Bitcoin will get upgraded. We can do this and make sure that Bitcoin stands as the totem pole, and therefore, if everyone touches the totem pole, gains its knowledge, we can all move on from fiat currencies. This is when the other coins, my brain won't let me go through 8 years of crypto life to name all the coins. We had so many copies of Bitcoin starting to pop up, and I don't even consider Litecoin to be a necessary copy. Litecoin was created more so as a literal silver to Bitcoin's gold. It was meant to be, and then eventually it became this kind of testnet, which is totally fine when you're trying to protect the main core, as it were, for Bitcoin. What happened over the last couple of years, and I've mentioned this on several other occasions, the old idea of decentralization is completely gone. The cryptocurrency space has allowed itself to become corrupted by not only greed, but also institutions. Remember before when institutions and greed and bank and all this other stuff were very bad things, and now people laud them and praise them on crypto Twitter. I'm so glad that JP Morgan's getting into this. I'm so blah, 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 blah. I understand. I'm also an investor. For those of you who were unaware, I'm also into the money aspect because I want security in my life. However, the fact that this person just got to the point that, I mean, it's the same exact reason. Like we logically don't need multiple Bitcoin. If you feel in your heart that Bitcoin, the core, is too slow, you create a side chain that runs aside it, and you allow these new upgrades to run on said side chain. You leave the core alone, and you build on the outside to make Bitcoin stronger. The BSVs, the B cashes, the B golds, the B diamonds, the B everything else, these are all unneeded coins. And I'll even go so far as to say, DigiByte also isn't a coin that's needed. I keep seeing people over and over talking about how it's just in the comment section. I know these people are trying to hype up the coin. And I'm not even half remotely sad that I'm being honest with all of you. It's just really how things are. I mean, so many coins in the space, we have no need for them. They're never going to do anything. A lot of people bought these coins in expectations years ago that these coins were going to rocket and moon. I have a friend, I don't think he's watching, but if you are, when he got into the cryptocurrency space, I said focus on a couple of coins. He went, okay, and bought a whole bunch of other coins, which I will not name. These coins are doing terrible. And I mean terrible, terrible. Like bad terrible. And all I see every single day is him trying to make sure that other people know about how great his garbage is that he bought. Eventually, when the prices go up, can you guess what he plans on doing? He plans on selling, because people realize, and all of you realize, and for those of you who say you don't realize, I'm going to tell you you're going to realize sometime in the future. You have probably purchased garbage. You are holding on to garbage. You need to at some point get rid of that garbage. And I hope that the next cryptocurrency bull run, and not even if we even don't reach previous highs, that we go 5 cents over the previous highs of where we were, and that you have a chance to cash out and then reevaluate your portfolio. And I mean that with the most honest words I can possibly comprise together of all the words in the English language. Total honesty. Of course, people in the cryptocurrency space are greedy. So many. Why do you think we have all these coins? Why do you think we have all these other people trying to mimic and make all these other things? You've seen all the other cryptocurrency exchanges that have shut down, all the crypto startups, the ICOs, the STOs that have come and gone. There was no need for these things. I told all of you years ago, I remember I had other videos, I used to show you websites, these people talking about that they had made a new Bitcoin. Our coin is 5 times faster than Bitcoin. We're the new so-and-so. Sign up for this. Do this. Make your money by this. And I'm like, these coins won't be around. Dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. Modern investor, you're a garbage investor. And I'm like, okay, sure. I got it. Like I said, and like I say, you'll all get it at some point. There's a reason why the market mainly focuses on 3 coins. That's not to say that there may not be 8 other coins circling around those 3 that could potentially do well in the future, but at least 5 of those 8 are not. The other 3 are going to be sitting on the sidelines. They'll be successful companies, but people won't be using them. I'm sad that it took this man 8 years to figure this out. He added, it's a primal force, I get that, but every day I see this tech being used to enrich the few at the expense of the long-term good of the many. He said making a quick buck is not why blockchain matters. It's not at all. But the entire idea of blockchain and cryptocurrencies has gone out the window. Cryptocurrency has allowed itself to become easily hyper-corrupted by banks and institutions who now own the entire space. Remember what I said about 2 years ago? I said, when the people from the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange and Fidelity and the Winklevoss and all these other people are holding thousands, tens of thousands of Bitcoin, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure the Winklevoss hold in 2013, they had at least 200,000 Bitcoin. One can only assume they probably have a lot more. When these people stay the richest people on the planet and become even richer in the future, we can't get upset at them because we've allowed them to corrupt the space. This is why I mentioned before, for those people who don't even have a fraction of a Bitcoin in their portfolio and are never going to buy Bitcoin, in 20 years, we'll have a digital virtual conference in some sort of way, and I'll let you explain to me why you just simply did not buy Bitcoin and how great that's going for you. Like I said, not being mean, but you have to understand this place is just, of course it's going to be full of greed. It's a monetary market. What did this person think was going to happen? By the time Bitcoin had value, this is why, for those of you who didn't do a history lesson, why Satoshi Nakamoto left the space. There were people who he trusted to kind of continue building this in the background. One of the people, I think, went to the US government and was going to like show them how great Bitcoin was. And Satoshi was like, what are you doing? The guy was going there for profit because he probably thought, this guy probably thought he could sell off some Bitcoin or sell off the actual infrastructure to the US government. We have the tools and the means to get away from the old system. But people don't care. People care about the integration with the old system, and that's why the news has become the integration with the old system. How to make the old system great. No one's using Swift? Well, there's a new form of Swift. No one's using so-and-so? Well, there's a new form of this. Your computer's not working? Well, just integrate it into ours as opposed to creating our own space. But we've come far too far. We now have billionaires who own Bitcoin. I'm sure they're telling their billionaires and or mega millionaire friends to also buy a Bitcoin. These people will own all the Bitcoin in the future. 15 years from now, you know, like when we get those really weird, crazy, wacky price predictions of Bitcoin's price in 2028 and 2032 of being multi-million dollars per Bitcoin, think of in the future. How many people around the world are just not simply going to hold Bitcoin because they've bought all these other coins? It's insane to think about the opportunities that people had. I remember shouting from the rooftop, buy Bitcoin, it's $200. Nope, no one listened. Buy Bitcoin, it's $1,200. Bitcoin has dropped from $20,000. Have you accumulated Bitcoin? No, Bitcoin's at $3,500. Why would I want to buy Bitcoin? Okay, cool. The point is, of course, the space is full of greed. Of course, it's a fundamental driving growth or factor or force. We live in a world where money rules everything around us. Have you ever heard of cream? C-R-E-A-M? Google the word cream money or C.R.E.A.M. and you'll get it. I'm sure a lot of people know exactly what cream is. Anyway, yeah, sorry, Mr. DigiByte founder, that you realized it took this man 8 years. All these people do is create new coins in an effort to make money from them. This is why it's also very confusing sometimes when you see a lot of these coins that no one's using have market valuations in the hundreds of millions of billions of dollars. What? They've created money out of thin air and people bought it. Remember last year and the year before that, all the conferences we were talking about that were taking place in Russia and other places like that? Like I told you, my friend showed me, he sent me the Instagram stories. These people having multi-hundred people conferences in Russia, creating like Bitcoin, like with some weird name after it. And these people, they were asking these people that they were going up to them with microphones. How much did you put into the market today? I put 15,000. I think it's going to do really well. These coins probably didn't even exist. These were all scams. And the people who ran these scams are now somewhere in paradise. They now have tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars waiting for the time when they can make their next scam. I know people won't listen. I know some of you will listen, but I know the vast majority, 99%, have either clicked away already, have left a dislike, have left a bad comment, or think I'm absolutely insane. And I tell you these things because I've been here before. I said this in another video. I know you won't listen. At this point, it kind of is what it is. If you keep buying crappy coins, in the future, you're going to have a crappy portfolio. Just letting you know. And also being sick of the greed, that's the market now. That's just is what it is. You've seen the comment section, you've seen crypto Twitter, you've seen all of it. People are very what's the word? Tribalistic in the cryptocurrency space because everyone drank the Kool-Aid in a different corner. Everyone ran to a corner, drank that Kool-Aid, and now they scream at other people, you should be drinking my Kool-Aid. When they know it tasted terrible. It was bitter. It was horrible. They didn't like it. But you have to convince other people, hey, mine is better. Come over to my side. And other people come over. They also taste it and go, ugh, buy this one, because they also bought into the madness. All these coins are garbage. There are maybe 5 coins that have any real purpose. And I'm not talking about any staking, any delegated proof of stake, any other crappy coins like that. Very few coins are actually going to be used in the future. Anyway, yeah, sorry, DigiByte founder. I hope you understand now that the place is just about greed and money. Because, yeah, cream. Anyway, let's move on. Next up, Vitalik Buterin is in the news in a series of tweets. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin gave a nod of approval to competing blockchain EOS with regard to the niche they are trying to carve out. He said, If I were designing a new chain to go live along Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would, oh, that's a very bad sign. Whenever someone says those words, that means that they're slightly planning it in the background. I would take all the political trade-offs that Bitcoin and Ether aren't willing to take, Buterin said in a May 15th tweet, referring to, of course, Bitcoin and Ether because he said BTC and ETH. Listed by Cointelegraph as the 5th most influential person in crypto, really? And blockchain, Buterin holds significant weight in the industry. Buterin noted quadratic voting based on-chain governance and all built-in cryptographic procedures are trade-offs of interest. He also included on-chain oracles for all events, instead of ones that simply relay price moves. Buterin also mentioned potentially adding some form of identification on the network, perhaps even an on-chain model of identity, at least for participants who want to participate in governance. Non-governing actors will still be fully anonymous, he said, although he specified constructing the feature smarter than other current platforms. He said, "This is why I actually have some respect for EOS and co. I disagree with delegated proof of stake, but at least they're trying to develop a cohesive and principled alternative niche," he added, referring to the delegated proof of stake blockchain framework. That's also news. Yeah, Vitalik Buterin said he has some respect for EOS. The internet ran away with it. This is not, listen. So, a couple of other times before, it wasn't Buterin, but there have been other people, other big wigs, big names in the cryptocurrency space who have mentioned that if they were to create a new chain, that they would do it like this. Buterin has already said before in the past that at some point he plans on stepping away from Ethereum. He said it's no time soon, but he wants it to be as decentralized as possible. He doesn't want to have the sway and the weight that he currently holds within the cryptocurrency space. Charlie Lee has said the same thing. I guess Nakamoto said it in 2009, 2010, because he's gone. And so have many other people who have leadership roles. So it does kind of make sense. I really hope he doesn't make a new chain, because it's just kind of like a no. But yeah, Vitalik Buterin tipped his digital hat towards EOS for delegated proof of stake. And that also made news because this is news that I missed. There's usually a reason why I missed it. Anyway, let's move on. John McAfee is in the news today. John McAfee's Ghost cryptocurrency teaser is out. Ooh. And the privacy-focused coin is ready for its worldwide debut. I was hoping this would happen. The millionaire entrepreneur has just informed the world, thank goodness, about his latest crypto offering called Ghost that focuses on individual privacy. The tweet featured the white paper launch for the upcoming coin. It says, yes, money sign Ghost, white paper coming out today. 8 p.m. Central, no. I will say nothing in advance, ... maybe, ... I'll put it out half an hour earlier, ... or maybe not, said John McAfee on the 15th of May. Twitterati has responded with enthusiasm, really? About the John McAfee Ghost cryptocurrency white paper. Soon the tweet was flooded with queries and congratulations. Why? This is the third coin he's made. John McAfee has made other coins before. Am I the only one who like pays attention to the day-to-day of the cryptocurrency space? John McAfee has made other coins before. He's also promoted tons of crappy coins before. So a lot of you have probably lost money because of John McAfee. John McAfee was the scam promoter in 2017. Type in John McAfee ICO 2017. He promoted a new coin a day. A day. Not every other day. Not once a week. Every single day on his Twitter, John McAfee was promoting a different coin, and John McAfee had to stop because the SEC was like, "What are you doing?" He was also getting paid. I think the rumors were between $50,000 to $100,000 per coin, and he never disclosed it. And people just thought that he actually legit had a new coin of the day. Same exact thing. There's another crypto tuber. Who's the same exact way. I'm not going to say names. You know exactly who I'm talking about. He also, remember 2017? This is why I said it's really weird that all these scammers are popping back up and people are following them. It's the weirdest thing in the entire world. Like, how many times do you have to be burned to understand that the oven is hot? Stop touching it. You know that these people are scammers. You know that these people, John McAfee has made multiple coins. He has promoted multiple scams before in the past. Why would you continue following? Now, you know how many views 95,000 views is for a scam? Remember the other day when we were talking about all those people who were watching those scams? If you give me 100 XRP, I'll give you back 1,000. And why they're so popular? What is going on in the world that people just don't? It's called common sense. Like, what is? And I dare not even make a joke. I was gonna make a joke like, send me a Bitcoin, I'll send you 10, because I know that at some point somebody would send me a Bitcoin like, hey, TMI never sent me back my 10 Bitcoin. Like, what do you think is happening in the world? The white paper will launch at 8 p.m. Central Time. The public will have full access to all technical details regarding the coin. This is not his first coin. His other coins have flopped. No one wanted. I think there was actually like I think it was called McAfee coin. No one's gonna use these coins. I swear to actual goodness. If anyone on this channel puts their money into this coin that no one is going to use and you lose your money, please only blame yourself. No one else. Tell your friend, tell a family member, tell your dog. Stop it. Stop buying these crappy coins. There's no point in the near future where any institution, any bank, anything is not only going to be adding Ghost to their cryptocurrency exchange, they're not going to be custodying Ghost, and they're not going to be buying Ghost. Stop it. Stop. Come on. Anyway, John McAfee's releasing a new coin called Ghost. If it even ends up launching, the white paper is launching. If the actual coin gets off the floor, who knows? None of you should hold this in the first place. Come on. Stop it. And to finish things off, Ripple partner SBI, or SBI Holdings, says it plans to use Ripple's payment technology to make it easier for people in Japan to access ATMs. Well, that's so nice of them. In its latest yearly fiscal reports, the financial services company says it's working to integrate its Ripple-powered payments settlement money app Tap Money app, Money Tap, with ATMs run by various banks across the country. The move could make it easier for users to access their funds at any ATM, regardless of bank affiliation. Wow, I mean, that sounds futuristic. SBI says the project could also improve the bottom line for banks, always important because banks are banks, themselves by reducing operating costs. They said currently, each bank has an atom with its own bank app, but with a common web app, the same atom may be used or jointly operated by a multi-bank atom. That sounds interesting. It's almost as if we didn't need ATMs anymore. We simply could just use cryptocurrency. I guess not. Maybe a couple more years. SBI aims to roll out MoneyTap to a bank consortium that's led by SBI Ripple Asia. The consortium currently has 61 banks operating or representing about 80% of all bank assets in Japan. In September of last year, SBI Holdings president Yoshitaka Kitao was quoted as saying that the app, which is fully licensed by Japanese regulators, would utilize Ripple's native cryptocurrency, ZERP, in the future. Wonderful. I love the idea of more ATMs, especially when I don't even use an ATM. No one my age uses cash anymore. I don't know if you still use cash. Everyone I know taps their card, slides their card, or just simply orders online. I guess there are tons of people who do use atoms. So cool that they're going to be using Ripple's payment network for that. No explicit words on them using ZERP. I assume ZERP will be used somewhere in the background because for those of you who don't know, Ripple is actually partnered with nearly every single bank in Japan. So at some point, XRP is going to be heavily used. But for this news, that was also everywhere, kind of all over the place. SBI is going to be using Ripple. I mean, I'm shocked. Are you? I mean, I've never seen the affiliation before, so I just simply did not expect this to happen. Anyway, let's move on. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Professor Wally from Gunbyte University, Utopia 569, Yasha Harari, Moonman High, XRP, The Pothead, Joshua Vineyard, Martin Stoyer, Chongololo, Tsangololo, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, A Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Mohair Maroni, Master Ventures in Thailand, Jared Schneider, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Crypto Joe, Bankroll Network, Adobo, Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Nicholas Run Earth, One Piece, One Love, Damien Setsuna, Nick Kanaya, Richie Rich III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Anthony Charles, Jim Garner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller Hitch Test Every Day, and Kyle Skips Leg Day, Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monk's Corner Staff, Arf Medic 17, Bake Me a Cake, Tigera Machonisa, On Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and hold on, I have to sneeze. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Thank you to everyone who is a subscriber of the new channel. Thank you to everyone who is a member of this channel. And thank you to everyone who is a clicker of affiliate links at the momento. The cryptocurrency market looks insane. I saw a couple of articles. First of all, Bitcoin is down currently by 2.13%. I saw a couple of articles talking about that Bitcoin was on its way back down to 7,000. The bears had taken control, and therefore it was time for the market to kind of hold on. I don't think we're going back down to 7,000. I could see us slipping slightly below 9,000 for a couple of seconds in a coordinated move to acquire more lower than $9,000 Bitcoin. But at the moment, fundamentals look great. The fluctuations are absolutely insane. Once again, if you've been day trading, kudos to you, because these movements are money makers. That's not me telling you to go day trade. It's more like a, if you're already in it and you know what to do, therefore keep on doing it. Yeah, the market looks crazy. Nothing really. I wonder if the price of DigiByte went up because the founder was like, nope, I'm gone. Hyperion is up by 15%. Wow, that's $24 million worth of trading volume. That is, I mean, that's more than any other coin. I've never seen 24 million per coin. I simply, my mind can't take it. I don't know what to do with that 24 million. Theta is up on 19 million. Synthetics is up on 1 million. Really, really strong trading volumes right now going around. For those of you who could not hear my voice, that was sarcasm. I do hope you all enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed the J.K. Rowling one. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it was absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most definitely, certainly, hopefully, probably, will be talking to you all soon. See you!